This new year, Goal 90 drops something special, football-inspired phone cases made for the Goal 90 fam. From club colours to country pride, we've got you covered. And the best part? Customise it with your name and number. Head to the Goal 90 shop and get yours now.
We do this after every year is over, so we know that a lot of you guys are anticipating it. Well, here it is, guys. Your Goal 90 Team of the Year for 2025. As always here, we're not looking at performances this season or last season. We're looking at performances in the 2025 calendar year. Some feelings might be hurt in this video, so try not to take it too personally. Let's get straight to it. And of course, we'll start with the goalkeeper. It just has to be Gianluigi Donnarumma. The likes of David Raya and Jan Sommer also had a good year, but Donnarumma was just clear of every other goalkeeper. He started the year with PSG, helped them win the UEFA Champions League for the first time ever, thanks to his amazing performances in the knockout stages of the competition. He also helped them complete the European treble, and then he joined Man City in the summer, where he continued putting up spectacular saves. It's just very difficult to name another goalie who had a better year than the Italian. Now to the defence. At left back is none other than Nuno Mendes. He was colossal in that position this year. Just like Donnarumma, he was very important in PSG's Champions League run, and he helped them complete the sextuple for the first time in their history, becoming only the third club to ever achieve that. On top of that, he was very crucial in Portugal winning the Nations League this year. He assisted a goal in the semi-final against Germany and scored one in the final against Spain, while also defending Lamine Yamal very well all game. He was named player of the match in that final and eventually player of the tournament, and you just have to say that he deserved it all. Meanwhile, at the centre of defence, we've gone for Gabriel, of course. He's a top defender and he showed some serious levels this year. You can say that Arsenal had the best defence of any club in 2025, and Gabriel was the nucleus of that defence. He just always looked impervious and impenetrable each time he played, and it didn't matter which striker he went up against, he always gave a good account of himself. And he wasn't just important in the defence, he also scored a number of very important goals for Arsenal. Without him, Arsenal don't pose that much danger. And partnering with the Brazilian in defence will be Alessandro Bastoni. He was arguably Inter Milan's most important player in the year 2025. He helped them reach the Champions League final and helped them to end the year on top of the Serie A table. Bastoni was really solid in the defence and also aided the attack with his line-breaking passes and pinpoint accurate crosses. In 2025, he was named Serie A Best Defender and was named in the Serie A and Champions League Teams of the Season. At right back, it really could not be anyone but Achraf Hakimi. Jurrien Timber was a real revelation at right back in 2025 and could easily have made the cut, but Hakimi was just next level. He was another very vital part of PSG's ultra-successful 2025 side. It always felt like he had no weaknesses each time he was on the pitch. At the back, it was nearly impossible to get past him, and up front, he was causing havoc like a seasoned attacker. IFFHS Team of the Year, FIFA Pro World 11, the Athletic European Men's Team of the Season, FIFA Club World Cup Team of the Tournament, Liga 1 Team of the Year, Champions League Team of the Season, and of course, African Footballer of the Year. Let's now move quickly to the midfield, but before we do, can anyone guess what our attacking trio is going to be? Give us your guesses in the comments and we'll see if you're right soon. Now, for the midfield, we'll start with Declan Rice. Those free kicks against Madrid were special, but it's a massive disservice to reduce Rice's 2025 to just that. He was a real engine for Arsenal all year. He defended, created, carried and scored. He was always the link between attack and defence, and his ability from dead ball situations gave him an extra edge, as that made him an even more dangerous player. If Rice is standing over a free kick or corner kick, you would better be very scared. He propelled Arsenal to the semi-finals of the Champions League, a second-place finish in the Premier League in the 24-25 season, and he's helped them challenge this season as well. Partnering him in the midfield will be Vitinha. What can we even say about this guy? He was immense for both PSG and Portugal in 2025. I mean, there's a reason he finished third at the Ballon d'Or. He helped PSG complete the sextuple and helped Portugal win the Nations League. In fact, if we were to give an award for the single best midfielder in 2025, it would almost certainly go to Vitinha. That's how good and how dominant he was. The final player in our midfield will be decided by you, our cherished viewers. So what you got? Pedri, João Neves, maybe even Szoboszlai? Your choice. They were all joys to watch. And speaking of players who are a joy to watch, leads us to our attack. Every single player in our front three was an absolute joy to watch in 2025. We'll start with the centre forward because that's the most obvious one. As a striker, your job is to score goals. And once you're able to do that job better than your counterparts, you are the best in that position. Simple. This is why our number 9 is none other than Kylian Mbappe. You can say whatever you want about whether or not he's a perfect fit for Real Madrid, but individually, he has had an incredible year. Mbappe scored more goals than any other player in 2025. But not only did he do that, his tally for the year helped him break into the top 10 for most goals scored in a calendar year in the history of the sport. This guy was just 4 goals away from bettering Cristiano Ronaldo's best year ever. And he equaled CR7's record for most goals in a calendar year for Real Madrid. That's how good he was in front of goal. He won the Pichichi Trophy, the European Golden Shoe, the Real Madrid Player of the Season award, and finished third at the Best FIFA Men's Player Awards. It was just an absolutely phenomenal year for the Frenchman. On the left, it's Rafinha, the most disrespected and most underrated player of 2025. For a major part of the 24-25 season, he was the front runner for the Ballon d'Or because of his numbers, big game performances and consistency. But in the end, he finished 5th at the Ballon d'Or and was left out of the 5th Pro and FIFA Men's World 11. But not us. We are definitely not leaving him out of our team because he definitely deserves a spot here. UEFA Champions League top scorer, La Liga Player of the Season, the Athletic European Men's Player of the Season. Finally, the right wing spot will be going to Lamine Yamal. From January to December, nobody had more impact on their team than him. In 2025, Lamine completed more dribbles than any other player. In fact, only Neymar has ever finished a calendar year with more dribbles than Lamine did last year. Apart from that, the teenager was always showing up in big games. Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, Athletic Club, Borussia Dortmund, and of course, Real Madrid on multiple occasions. He was the guy Barcelona could always look up to produce magic. This is the main reason we put him above Michael Olise. We know some of you might be screaming his name in the comments, but he just didn't do enough against the Giants. Against Arsenal, Chelsea, Leverkusen, Inter, Dortmund and PSG, he was not all there. But Lamine, in big games, was a different beast. And we know that there are also some people who want to use the numbers argument against Lamine, but he was superior in that aspect as well. He finished with 46 goal involvements for club and country in 2025. That is no small feat. So really, what arguments can you have against him? He passed the eye test, won trophies, had big game performances, and had outstanding numbers. Salah is another player we considered for the right wing, but he didn't end the year very well. We've all seen how things have been since the new season started. So considering we're looking at the entire 2025, he just couldn't earn a spot. And it's the same thing for Ousmane Dembele. He was amazing at the beginning of the year and did enough to win the Ballon d'Or, but he's just not done anything since the start of the new season. Anyway, we now want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with our 11? Who would you take off and who would you replace them with? Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so that you never miss out on new content. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.